Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Keith Parsons, and I'll be doing the seminar for us today, and welcome everybody to Unleashing the Power of the ISR G2 and the ASR 1000. This is a continuation series of some of our WebExes and series that we've done over the last few months, and so we'd like to cover today some of the functionality LiveAction has using the ISR G2 and the ASR 1000. Today we'll be going over application visibility and control, NBAR and NBAR2, and groupings and quality of service and how they can improve our ability of being able to easily deploy quality of service. Then we'll look at Medianet, which consists of performance monitoring, Mediatrace, and IPSLA-VO, and then the flexible template configurations that are available today within the ISR and the ASR platform, and then a demonstration of those as well. A little bit about us. We're actually a division of Referentia, which is our parent company, which is a DoD contractor, and LiveAction actually came out of a DoD contract to be able to help the military operator deploy quality of service in extreme environments. So we have actually taken the product to the commercial market, and that's where ActionPacked become involved, and once again, we are the commercial-facing venture for Referentia for ActionPacked. I'll be your presenter today, and I've been actually in this market for a few years, and most of my expertise is within troubleshooting and actually help bring several network monitoring tools to the market, the Network General Sniffer, the Fluke product, Krenog NetFlow tool, and worked for several others as well. And also I was an instructor and helped teach this technology for several years. So what is LiveAction? LiveAction, once again, is an application-aware network performance management and QoS control tool. We are really still the fastest, simplest, easy way to monitor and control application performance by leveraging the Cisco advanced capabilities. So today, the ability of being able to deploy and enable technologies for application network performance management using NBAR2, Ceph, quality of service, ADC, and Medianet, then being able to monitor and analyze at the system device and flow levels using integrated QoS with our wonderful end-to-end point visualization helps you troubleshoot by using guided workflows to pinpoint application performance problems, and then we resolve problems by being able to go out and adjust quality of service on the fly from within our tool, which is an exclusive that we have. So with the 3.0 release that we'll be looking at today, we actually can see we've improved it very much from being able to do scalability, system and site dashboards, and workflow to be able to easier monitor and troubleshoot problems in the network. So the site-based WAN application performance has been enhanced in the tool, as well as cloud application visibility. Of course, we've enhanced the video and voice over IP control that we'll show you with Medianet today. And of course, we've added functionality for MPLS and DMVPN link performance monitoring. We're also handling wired and wireless converged network now for flow analysis and control. Of course, we're supporting the flexible NetFlow configurations, and we also play well now in your bring your own device type monitoring to be able to analyze performance as well. We do have a patented pending flow visualization that makes our tool quite unique in the ability of being able to follow the conversation end to end and then analyze the interfaces that are in trouble. So we highlight problems by our amber indicators in the tool and simply drill down to take corrective action, whether if it's an interface drop, queue drop, class drop, or other issue can easily be analyzed and then verified, and then properly corrective action can be taken. We have a very strong partnership with Cisco as a developer partner as well. So we were the first in the industry to have Medianet available as well as AVC. So this functionality, once again, we were certified by Cisco as one of the first in the industry to support these technologies, as well as now supporting media services interfaces and more. Most of the hardware platforms that Cisco have today we support, so most of your networks of devices are easily brought in and managed through LiveAction today. The ISR G2 platform has been out for a little while now, and it's really a quantum leap over the ISR with better WAN performance as well, with higher speeds and with better processing capability, as well as the ability of being able to have onboard digital processors. So where earlier boxes were voice only, now we're voice and video ready with the DSPs. The switch modules are based on the 3560E and 2950 switches, and nice as well is now a single universal iOS software image being used across multiple devices as well. So we do like the ISR G2 and its performance and the value that it brings, as well as enhanced visibility that we're going to cover today. One of those functionalities that's in the ISR G2 and the ASR is the Medianet capability as well, to be able to look and be able to analyze problems in the network. So with the example of, say, an ISR G2, being able to use Medianet to be able to troubleshoot problems such as critical voice and video, being able to look at latency, loss, and jitter measurements, and being able to have performance measurement testing with ITSLA VO. Of course, we alert and alarm on the fields in Medianet to be able to alert you to potential problems, and then being able to have detailed reports on Medianet to be able to find issues and take corrective action. One of the exclusives we do is we do support the Mediatrace functionality from Cisco, and we make it very much a simple point-and-click affair to be able to troubleshoot voice and video problems end-to-end today. NBAR 2 is something that we're going to be discussing a lot today, which is the next generation NBAR, which is a re-architecture of NBAR based on the service control engine with advanced classification techniques, accuracy, and many more signatures. Before, with basic NBAR, when we were looking at a few hundred applications, today with NBAR 2 on the ISR G2 and the ASR 1K platform supports over 1,000 applications and sub-classifications as well. And Cisco adds and provides new signature packs on a monthly release basis, so it's easy for us to have the latest and greatest updated into our ISR G2 platforms and ASR for protocol definitions to help us once again also manage traffic, classify traffic, and be application aware in our network today. So what are the key benefits of NBAR 2 that we see today is the advanced classification techniques, the ability of being able to leverage the classification techniques from the SEE, which allow classification of V4, V6, and once again more applications as well can be analyzed, such as Skype as well, and also business applications such as MS Link today, cloud applications such as Office 365, and as well as other applications such as Skype, FaceTime, as well as Facebook, can all be easily, once again, classified and monitored very easily now using the deep packet inspection abilities of NBAR 2. We also have the capability in the future of looking at field extraction support to be able to extract predefined fields for packet headers to give us more deep packet inspection capability from NetFlow. The categorization and attributes, it provides the mechanism to mix the protocols and applications based on statistically assigned attributes such as application groups, category, subcategory, encrypted, and tunnel. And I'll demonstrate on how this back ends into being able to configure quality of service very easily now with this functionality that's added through NBAR 2. Having a common protocol library for NBAR 2 across platforms also eliminates problems that we're also seeing the same type of, once again, definitions and breakdown of the applications across multiple platforms that can be also upgraded through the protocol packs that Cisco is delivering now. So it's easy to upgrade, and you don't even have to reboot the router to be able to implement a new protocol pack. You can simply apply it on the fly without having to reboot the device. And also custom protocol using HTTP URL or host name. It also provides a mechanism to define custom protocols to match based on URL and or host names. So we also do traffic categorization done in NBAR 2, and NBAR 2 group applications can be based on various attributes, such as an application group, such as Yahoo Messenger, or once again, voice over IP for Messenger. The category, so it could be gaming or news group. A subcategory, which we could do, such as routing protocol, database, or streaming. Peer-to-peer technology, tunnel, and encrypted is also supported. So we have traffic categorizations that we can actually use in the ability of being able to configure quality of service that I'll demonstrate in the tool today. So what is the attribute-based classification offered by NBAR2? Is NBAR2's ability to group applications based on attributes such as categories, subcategories, application groups, etc., as we discussed on the previous slide. Once again, the NBAR2 provides a new CLI command, match protocol attribute, to classify the applications based on different attributes. Here are some examples of using the new match statements, but don't be concerned with this so much as that we do it automatically within LiveAction by configuring the policies within our graphical GUI, and we take advantage of this NBAR advantage in NBAR2 as well. So with the AVC features I'll show you today for application visibility and control, of course with the ASR and the ISR G2 support, we can actually leverage AVC. And AVC gives us some things that we really want. And what is it? Is application response time measurements. So we can now go out and see delay, client delay, server delay, and other information such as HTTP URL, and being able to analyze over 1,000 applications now with AVC to help troubleshoot networking issues. We have detailed reports, views, drill down, system views, device views, and alerts on AVC to let you know about network delay and other delay issues that are occurring. But this is a quantum leap of being able to get information now with deep packet inspection without the use of a probe. So no adding of probes or taps or span ports needed. We're now leveraging the functionality that's in the iOS for the platforms such as an ISR G2 and an ASR. So we do see Medianet and application of visibility and control coming to the forefront now. Cisco is once again providing these great features in the iOS that allow us now to be able to manage video, voice, and data with more authority than we've had in the past. Now having visibility end-to-end within our network to be able to manage voice and video more effectively is one of the benefits that we see from Medianet, and of course with AVC being able to have that application definition and being able to gather response times as well as other information. So flexible NetFlow is also now being supported. So with the flexible template configuration, it is the next generation in flow technology, and once again gives us increased flexibility and scalability and the ability of being able to monitor for network availability, performance, and things such as troubleshooting. So we like the ability of using the new flexible templates, and we actually push the templates out from within LiveAction. For those of you who are not familiar with deploying flexible NetFlow, we have removed the pain and provide everything through a graphical GUI to be able to configure flexible NetFlow for basic NetFlow version 9, for Medianet, as well as AVC, wireless, NSCL templates. So most of the flexible NetFlow capability is now built into LiveAction. So the benefits are flexibility and scalability of the flow data beyond traditional NetFlow, customized traffic identification, the ability to focus and monitor on specific network behavior, and monitor a wider range of packet information with new information about network behavior. We also have enhanced network anomaly and security detection by using the flexible templates and convergence of multiple accounting technologies into one accounting mechanism now for reporting. So let's take a look at, once again, LiveAction and some of the new features that we've discussed. For those of you who are new to LiveAction, we're a very dynamic tool that we actually draw the network topology and then show the flows of traffic indicated by the colors through the network. So it's easy for us to be able to analyze and pinpoint problems in the network and then take corrective action. So we've enhanced that capability now by supporting more flow technologies and being able to be more granular in finding problems in the network. In this example we're looking at now, we can see the arrows going through the network and see the flow, so I can actually highlight a flow such as these voice conversations, and we can drill down and show just those conversations very easily from within LiveAction. So now with the ability of being able to drill down, I now see the voice conversations going through the network and can even analyze them by class markings. We can see these three devices all are running in 46EF, which is indicated in red, but I actually have one voice call that's not running in EF. So once again, we can actually identify where potential class marking issues are and then being able to take corrective action. Being able to analyze applications is just as easy as well, that I can pick the application by user, by application, or many filtering definitions. And as we can see here, we see the flow going through the network all the way through being marked. One way is CS2 or DSCP16, but the reverse path is best effort. So I have my own quality of service issues that I need to address in my little demo network that I'm showing you today. So the ability of being able to go out and highlight traffic and being able to highlight problems and then drill down is very much paramount from within the tool. If I selected a subnet of traffic, I can actually very quickly go out and analyze voice problems by selecting a flow and following the flow through the network. And in this example, in the bottom right corner, in this class. And one of the nice things about the tool is that I can take corrective action. So where many tools today can highlight a problem, you can see within LiveAction, I can actually go into this policy, into the class, and actually modify and allocate more bandwidth to be able to address the voice over IP issue and take corrective action very easily. So we'll save that to the device and modify the policy very easily as well. So we like our ability of being able to manage quality of service, find problems within the tool, and be able to isolate issues with ease. The map that we see being drawn from the home view today with flows is being done by traditional NetFlow. So being able to follow the flow through the network and see all the conversations. Here I am using the flexible NetFlow template, and as you can see, here are the applications that we're actually looking to analyze, and any of them can be drilled down on and followed and analyzed end to end very easily from within the tool. So this is one of our exclusives, is being able to monitor and manage traffic through the network from a holistic perspective, not just from a device view, to be able to easily analyze problems and show where they lie. So this is what we like about our tool. As you can see, the arrow in this example is being highlighted in blue. Blue is indicating best effort, so we don't really have any class markings right now for this particular path that we have in our network. You can see the interface is no longer amber, where we adjusted the quality of service for voice over IP. So now when we highlight a voice call, we can actually track it, and it's through green interfaces, which means what? No congestion, no interface drops, no class drops, and no queue drops as well. So it's easy, once again, from within LiveAction to go out and manage quality of service and be able to deploy policies either from template or take advantage of your quality of service templates, and now I can actually roll those out as well. So it's easy to be able to say that I can deploy quality of service very easily in a network on multiple devices, multiple interfaces, very simply through the graphical GUI interface. When we look at the tool today and being able to monitor and manage traffic, the ability of being able to look at multiple flow types is very paramount. This is basic NetFlow, but I'm using a flexible template, which means I'm actually getting in-bar 2 information and a breakdown by application very much in detail. So this is one of the main advantages of flexible template configuration, is being able to bring in bar information as an example to be able to monitor the data that's going through the network, and we do an excellent job of doing that. But in the ISR G2s and the ASR devices, we do support the multiple flow templates. So first of all, let's take a look at application visibility and control. Notice that if we look at the screen above that the flow template has actually changed, and the fields and the definitions have changed now. So using application visibility and control, I can now use in-bar 2 to look at my critical applications in the network and bring back things such as application delay. Network delay is being shown, and see we're keying an alert and an alarm off network delay. Client delay, server delay, total delay is being shown, as well as transactions, retransmissions as well, and even all the way over we can even bring back the HTTP host that's associated with the application as well. That this is great visibility that we were having to use packet inspection in the past using tools such as Wireshark and others, and now I have this ability to be able to have this information straight from the ISR G2 or from the ASR very, very easily. So this makes it, once again, give us better visibility to be able to monitor problems through the network as well. Back-ended in all of this is the report that's being generated by AVC. So it's easy for me to go out and select the top applications and be able to see how my applications are performing very easy. Using NBAR2, we see the breakdown and we can see the applications and see them themselves. I could pick the Citrix application and be able to view that application over time and look at what we can do now just using the power of the ISR G2 or the ASR as I'm analyzing the Citrix application. And as you can see we display client delay in amber and server delay is blue, and you can actually see the network delay going through the network very easily, and we highlight it for you in real time as we've shown, or back in time for days, weeks, even months. We can go back and analyze application performance very, very easily by using AVC. In addition, the ability of being able to run application reports as well with AVC gives us the ability to have great visibility into those applications from a flows, bytes, packets, bit rate, and packet rate perspective. In addition, also HTTP host reports. So the ability of being able to go out and look at HTTP hosts that are being seen, and we're being able to monitor those. So as an example, why on this device was everyone going to www.imahacker.com could be easily detected using AVC to be able to monitor the actual traffic that's going through the network. So we actually like AVC a lot, and the ability of being able for it to report in and give us this information. With, of course, the ability of AVC is NBAR2. So once again, getting a breakdown by application gives us a great view. To give you an idea, this is my test network that we're looking at right now. But if I jump to my live network, and just to show you, this is my network running at the house, I just want to show you the breakdown of NBAR. As we can actually see it today with NBAR2, look how granular we get. For those of you who are using Link or using Office 365 as an example, look, I can detect BitTorrent as well as LinkedIn, Skype, StunNet for Microsoft Link. So we get a great view of the applications, and once again being able to take advantage of that within LiveAction to be able to help use it from a quality of service perspective. Those of you who are familiar with the tool know that we easily manage quality of service from within LiveAction. So ability of pushing out policies and being able to deploy policies over multiple devices and multiple interfaces are one of the strengths of the tool that's an exclusive for us. Also, as we can see, here I am managing one of the policies. We can see the classes, the class names, etc., and the markings. I want to show you with NBAR2, we now have a new feature of being able to add match statements using groups, and this is very nice. So see, we can actually go up and select like a different group and be able to say, look, I want to add a group of browsing, and look, here's Flash Video, Gopher, Google accounts, and instead of me having to add each one of these as a separate match statement, now I can do group adds, and see, with the click of a single mouse button, I added an entire category of, once again, being able to monitor and classify data very much easy. I can go back to the application group as well and see the subgroups that we have, and so it's easy for me to go in and add any of the subgroups from that perspective to be able to make it easy to configure quality of service. And once again, add the match type. So values that we see here are based by category and application. So it's easy now to take advantage of NBAR2 and being able to back end it and being able to create quality of service policies that better reflect our traffic and once again have better classification of the data going through the network as well. So we like NBAR2 and what it can provide from it for a quality of service perspective. Of course, as well, we have to be able to manage NBAR, and from our tool as well, if you notice, we have the ability of doing NBAR management. So once again, without having to go command line. I can actually start the process, and here is the N-bar definition menu, and here are the protocols that are defined. Here are my custom protocols, and we can even go out and once again keep querying, and we learn the new applications that can quickly be defined and then used in quality of service. So yes, I like the N-bar 2 functionality that's in the tool today, and being able to take advantage of it with the ISR G2 and the ASR platform. But also within these platforms is also other functionality such as Medianet. So once again, I'm going to select the Medianet template instead of the ABC template, and notice the fields are going to change once again. Now the RTP SSRCs, they're kind of like identifiers, right? Showing us the different calls going through the network. And what is so fabulous about Medianet technology is for the first time, look, I can now look at media bit rate, packet rate, loss events. See, these are red, so we're actually keying alerts and alarms, notifying you of potential voice and video problems. And even as we scroll over, we can look at packet loss percentages and jitter measurements. So now I can see which video streams are in trouble in my network and be able to take corrective action using PerfMon. So this is performance monitoring and being able to look at these RTP streams and have a better idea of how they're performing through the network. But what's even nicer with the ISR G2s and other platforms that Cisco has is the ability of being able to run tests such as Mediatrace. So to give you an example of that, let's go to my home view again, and let's go back and look at all the traffic that's going through my network. And what we're going to do is we're going to focus just on Medianet traffic or voice and video traffic that's going through the network right now. Let's go to a table view and go to Medianet, and those are those SSRC values we were looking at earlier. I'm going to pick either a voice call or a video stream, as we can see, and I'm going to right mouse click and execute Mediatrace. And this, once again, is power that Cisco is embedded into the routers and switches today, is my ability of being able to go out and execute Mediatrace. So I'm actually going out and configuring one of the routers in the path or switch to be able to monitor this particular voice or video stream. So as you can see, we can actually go ahead and establish Mediatrace and be able to monitor performance through the network. And if any of you have questions about anything that I'm covering right now, go to your Q&A window and just go ahead and type in the question, and my engineers are online right now ready to answer any questions about anything I've presented so far today. So just go to the webinar and just go ahead and select Q&A and type your question in, and our engineers will be able to give you an answer as well. So as you can see, I've started the Mediatrace now through the devices, and as we refresh the data, monitoring this voice call or video stream end-to-end now is being shown. So this is nice that I can actually see RTP jitter, packet loss, packet expected, and RTP packet loss percentages now through the network, and can now see where the drops are occurring. Let's go to our dynamic view that we show and follow it back through the network, and oh, there it is. That amber interface is showing problems. So we've got this video stream we're following through the network. It's going through this interface. Let's double-click on it and analyze it. And in the bottom right-hand corner, there we go. Interactive video is dropping traffic, and we're monitoring it right now. So the ability of LiveAction to be able to find the problem, but what's even better is certainly the Mediatrace capability that we have that Cisco has enabled for us to be able to say quickly, I can isolate a problem. This trace will run for 3 minutes by how I sent the CFI commands, and when it's done, we can simply just close this window, and then now we'll go back to normal within LiveAction, and I can select yet another video stream or our voice stream and analyze it with the Medianet capability. Of course, on all of this is the ability of back-ending it in the reports as well. So we can go out and look at jitter and loss as an example, and then report in the jitter and loss measurements, and now we can actually see these measurements as well. We can drill down to a top analysis report and do analysis on it as well, and be able to see that information that you need and desire to be able to troubleshoot voice and video calls in real time. This information, of course, is being tabulated back in time, so it's easy for us to go back in time and analyze any performance of voice and video in your network, as well as we actually have all the actual flows themselves. So if we go to top analysis, notice basic flow, Medianet, or ABC. I can select those flows and execute, and now I can extract just those flows for better and deeper analysis. So at any point in time, you can go back in time and analyze voice and video performance now by using Medianet. But they didn't stop there. Cisco added even more features for Medianet for us besides PerfMon and Mediatrace, and one of it is IPSLA VO. We are an IPSLA tool, and as you can see, I'm running very many tests right now through the network. Some are green and doing well, some are amber, indicating a low MAL score, some are red, indicating a very poor score. So we see the ability of being able to see the IPSLA very visual and even reflect it back into a dashboard for easy management as well. So for QoS, flow, or IPSLA, we have our dashboards being able to very easily monitor IPSLA performance, and even drilling down and looking at problems can be highlighted as well, and then we can actually view that over time and see and have that granularity that you need to be able to troubleshoot voice and video issues today. But the thing I would like to show you is the IPSLA VO, Video Operations Test. Notice at the bottom of the screen you see several green arrows going in different directions, and this is where I'm actually simulating video traffic over the network from a 3560 using IPSLA VO. So you see I actually have a actual jitter test running, and then I have several video streams that are running, and I'm monitoring that performance. So when someone asks you how many video streams can I send from VLAN 1 through the network all the way over to Fast Ethernet 0 on the other side of the network, we can actually do that now and establish capacity planning and baselines for video performance in our network. We have made it easy once again. Cisco has created this technology, and we have just figured out a way through our graphical GUI to be able to manage it very easily. I simply go out and create a name of a test, select the jitter, the class of service I want to run in, and then from there, what type of video traffic do I want to emulate in the network, and how many streams. So I can emulate telepresence, IPTV, or IP video surveillance, and we can go to 4 to 16 meg of the actual traffic can be generated using, once again, IPSLA VO. So once I've selected the number of streams, look, how's your topology in your network today? Is it a hub and spoke, or is it a mesh topology? Select which one you desire, and then add the devices for the test and the interfaces to run the test through. And then now, how long do I want to run the test? This is a stress test where I'm actually testing your network for video capability. So we would set this for a time period to be able to run and then stop. In my example now, my test lab, I'm running it forever. But normal cases, you would set this for a specific period to be able to run the test and then measure the performance. So we actually go next, and this is where the magic steps in for LiveAction. Setting up these tests can be a little bit complicated, and look at what we do. We create all the configurations and push them out to all the devices automatically. And remember, with IPSLA VO, you have to have a unique port number for each video stream. And remembering that information from device configuration to this device configuration can be confusing and sometimes a little cumbersome, but we've removed all the pain because, once again, LiveAction builds the configuration automatically for you. So we push that configuration out to the device, and here we are now actually running the actual IPSLA VO. From there, we simply go to reports, look at the video operation time series, and there we go. Latency, jitter, and loss now being measured in depth now of the video streams being sent across the network. We can try 3 streams, 4 streams, and then continue till we find the break point in the network, and now we can do capacity planning and establish baselines. Never before have I seen this capability in any router or switch by any manufacturer till now. Cisco is giving us this capability of IPSLA VO video operations using the Medianet suite of functionality. So we like this capability of being able to establish baselines and once again enhance our ability to keep our networks up and running today. In addition to the functionality that we've got with the ISR G2s and the ASRs came the ability of being able to do flexible templates as well. So when we look at the ability of being able to look at the templates, we actually have removed all the pain of configuration. So within LiveAction, to configure the actual templates is now done from within our graphical GUI as well. So see, I'll select this 2921, and now we'll bring up the window for configuring it. And here we are into that window. I'll turn on ABC as an example, and look. Here it is. Here are all the commands we push out. For those of you who are familiar with flexible NetFlow, look at the differences between it and traditional NetFlow. As you can see now, I have to have a flow record, and then I have to have a flow monitor and a flow exporter all configured now. So it's a little more different than when our traditional NetFlow that we had, and then even down to the commands that are applied to the interfaces as well for monitoring. But it doesn't matter for you because I remove the pain and I configure AVC, Medianet, traditional NetFlow, and advanced NetFlow all through our menu and make it easy to deploy flexible templates as well as NetFlow onto the network. So as you can see, the tool has become very visual now, and once again, enhanced capability. So today, as we go forward, it's not what we've had to do in the past of using external devices to be able to gather information from a video or voice or application perspective. Now that capability is built in to the actual devices, and we're taking advantage of it as well. So the ability of being able to have Medianet for voice and video, AVC for application visibility and control, and then NBAR 2 to give us that great visibility. And NBAR 2 is very strong. I like it, for over NBAR, and its ability of being able to give me a much better definition as well. So if we look at a report, just in closing, I'll go back to my home network and let's take a look. We'll go to the actual reports and go to quality of service. If I ran an NBAR comparison now between an ISR G2 as an example and my old standard Cisco router, an 1800, and we actually go out and execute the report and take a look, we can see there's a much better breakdown now of being able to look at the detail of NBAR 2 versus NBAR that we see today on the network. So it is, once again, a better breakdown of application. And see, we're very basic with NBAR, where with NBAR 2, we're in much more definition as I compare these two interfaces and be able to see with granularity and drill down of what the applications are and how they're performing. So I thank everyone today for attending our short seminar today on being able to analyze the new power of an ISR G2 and the ASR with AVC, NBAR 2, and Medianet, and being able to have that better visibility and control, and being able to quality of service, and being able to once again have that visibility to be able to see applications at a new level, including voice and video. If anything today, if you have, once again, questions, go ahead and submit them on the Q&A answer board, and one of our engineers will give you a reply. But for those of you on the call, you can download a free trial of LiveAction 3.0 from our website at actionpacked.com and be able to try the tool for yourself. Any more information that you need can certainly just email us at www.actionpacked.com. There's a link there, and of course it's sales@actionpacked.com, and we will respond very promptly as well. So today, thanks again for attending our seminar, and we're going to remain on the line just for a few seconds just to see if there's any more questions that need to be answered on the Q&A board. But certainly thank you everyone for your time today, and hope you enjoyed today's seminar.